So there's like a wave of censorship going on in Florida, especially in schools in Florida. And schools are they're a little crazy in Florida. So a psychology teacher in Florida was fired after he asked students to write their own obituaries ahead of an active shooter drill on campus. So this guy got fired. Psychology teacher. It's not like it's a math teacher, right? It's a psychology teacher who gave their children, pupils, I guess, an assignment to write their own obituaries before an active shooter drill. They were fired. A high school psychology teacher in Florida was fired after he asked students to write their obituaries ahead of an active shooter drill on campus, reports said. Jeffrey Keene said he decided to tie the upcoming drill to a psychology lesson on Tuesday as he felt it would help students reflect on their lives. Quote, "This isn't a way to upset you or anything like that," Keene said he told the class, which included high school students from different grades at Dr. Phillips High School in Orlando. It wasn't to scare them or to make them feel like they were going to die, but just to help them understand what's important in their lives and how they want to move forward with their lives and how they want to pursue things in their journey. If you can't talk real to them, then what's happening about... If you can't talk real to them, then what's happening in this environment, question mark. He said, "In my mind, I've done nothing wrong." The lesson plan, a photo of which Keene shared on Facebook, asked students to write their own obituaries as if it was their last day alive and to reflect on the active shooter drill and more generally on the mass shooting epidemic in this country. The message ended with a disclaimer that the assignments were not intended to upset anyone. All right, so I've got a hot take on this one. First of all, this teacher is based. If I had a teacher like this in high school, I mean, I would have had a much better high school experience. So this teacher is based, and it's psychology. Like, again, this isn't like fucking, like, phonics, you know? Like, this isn't fucking third grade, like, what's a homophone, by the way, write your own obituary, right? This is a psychology class. And, once again, what were they fired for? What were they fired for, exactly? School district spokesperson said in a statement, reported blah, blah, blah. Dr. Phillips High School families were informed that a teacher gave an inappropriate assignment about school violence. The administration immediately investigated, and the probationary employee has been terminated. But for what reason? Like, notice that there's no reason listed. Like, it's supposed to just be obvious. Oh, a psychology teacher asked children how they feel about, I don't know, going to school every day and possibly getting shot and killed because it happens so often. What was the reason? There was no reason. I'm just supposed to have like a triggered, oh my god! Like, they're not even going to explain to me any logic about why this is happening. Maybe, just maybe, if this assignment is so scary, maybe we should do something about gun violence in schools. Of course not, though, because it's America, and America's fucking trash, right? And that's the other thing with school. This is I'm an anti-school person. I believe, just like prisons and police, we should also abolish the entire school system and start over. Because currently the school system, as it is composed, and the current people that have built it are all fucking insane psychopaths. And any good teachers basically get sucked in and spit up and chewed up and spit out by this environment. Schools are not designed to have children learn anything. They're not designed to teach children anything about their lives or about living. It's designed to create drones and to create future robots for factories. That's really all it is. So again, I am not a huge fan of school to begin with, but this idea that we need to coddle our students like they're snowflakes, they're little precious babies. We're talking about a high school psychology class, and we're treating them like they're 6 years old? Really? They can't learn about death when there's school shootings in the news on a near daily basis? You're not allowed to think about death at all? It's against the rules. So anyway, this teacher's awesome. So shout outs to this teacher, whose name is Jeffrey Keene. Again, they didn't even give anyone a reason. Not even like, oh, we find this unacceptable because it's scary. Like, literally, like, not even a fake reason. They could have just given, oh, this is against the rules in regards to decorum. They literally did not even give a reason. Like, that's the thing. Like, this guy got fired for no reason. So, in psychology, I mean, like, Jesus Christ. But again, Florida, they are dead set on making our schools as horrible as fucking possible. And, again, anyone who's a good teacher who actually wants to help kids, right? You know, they always say the best teachers, the most energetic teachers are new teachers, right? Because as soon as you go through a couple years of these environments, you get ground down and convinced that there's nothing you can do to actually help people. You know the stereotype of the old teacher who's like, you know, within 5 years of retirement, they just show up, they give you the test, that's it, right? And that's on purpose. They don't want you to teach kids anything memorable. They don't want you to think outside the box. They don't want you to actually be a useful person in these children's lives. They just want you to be a cog in the machine, to prepare them to operate machinery, to prepare them to learn to operate the cash register, to prepare the youth of America for more bullshit jobs and to follow orders. Because if you march a little bit outside of the expected territory, you get fired. And everyone gets scared. I'm not scared of being shot in school. No, that's normal. I'm scared of writing my own obituary. Which, by the way, let's also say this. That's something everyone should do. I say this. Here's some homework for everyone in my stream. Write your own obituary. Think about it. If you died today, how would people remember you? I don't know. It is a little scary to think about, but hey, maybe some things are scary for a reason. Maybe we have the emotion of fear for a reason. Has anyone thought about this? Why, as humans, can we experience fear? Why? Maybe for self-preservation? And if something activates our fear response, maybe we can learn something from it. But hey, what do I know? I'm just some stupid high school dropout. But, you know, there you go.